Hello, hello, come in, come in. You all on this. Let me fix my shirt. Saturday night, I'm just getting around to YouTube to live stream. So you all come in. I hope that it's not too late for you. I'm gonna play some of this 11:11 Nino Brown while I'm getting situated. If you're new to my channel, I am known in the financial world as Crypto Queen because of my crypto portfolio and results. I also help people improve their credit through experts that I recommend them to help improve their credit restoration, and also the home of the daily pay, help people improve their cash flow situation through daily payment and IR to the edge strategy. So you all come in. I see three new people. I'm going to say hello to you all. And Gwen, thank you for coming in, and thank you for being a business and Patreon partner as well. Go Browns girl. Cliff, hello to you from Los Angeles. So, Cliff, what time is it in Los Angeles? I think are you 3 hours or 4 hours behind Eastern Standard Time? Let me know. Some great news for cryptocurrency, specifically Cardano. We're going to talk about that, as well as we're going to talk about NYC, New York, um, evictions that are scheduled to happen in the NYC. Do you all think it's going to happen for real this time? Or will there be another last minute government standoff that stopped the evictions from happening in New York? And there you are, Gwen. Thank you so much, Gwen. So everyone come in and please help the like button. I'm sorry, please hit the like button. Yes, please do that. When you hit the like button, it invites or notifies other people that I'm live streaming, and it brings other people into the room to get this life changing information. I don't know about you all, but I just left this to go and to get me like a vegan sandwich and at McAllister's, right? I'm doing no white bread, no white chemicals. Give me 1 second. Okay, I had to redo that. No meats. I'm definitely thinking hard about sticking to the no meat, making it a lifestyle. Even after my consecration, I just feel so much better with the without having meat in my system. These last 2 weeks, it's just overwhelming how much better I feel without the meat. And again, you all come in, hit that like, hit the thumbs up. We only have 8 thumbs up right now, and that'll get more people in. We got 18 people live, so all of you all hit that thumbs up. Tony, I don't know if I said hello to you. I love that 111. I love that 111. Hello, King. Thank you for coming in. Hello, Queen. Thank you, Patrice Double P. I got my Starbucks medicine ball tea, keeping my voice up to code. Okay, 4 hours behind, so 10:14 Eastern Standard Time. So you're what? It's six? No, 6 or 5. 5:14. Wow, that's a great time in Los Angeles. How's everything going? Hello, Melanie. Hello, Queen. Thank you for coming in. And I'm not going to play the Nino Brown since you all are coming in and saying hello. We're already at the 5 minute mark. I won't play it on this one. And again, you all hit that thumbs up for me. Let's get more people in. One more shout out. We're going to just say this is the 5 minutes of fame to Monty. Hello from Virginia. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Franks, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Ask me how I'm doing. I'm doing great. But again, I just went out to McAllister's, and I had this earlier, my medicine ball from Starbucks. And I'm telling you, it just looked like a ghost town. Several fast food places are just accustomed to closing earlier. Our local Starbucks was closing at 1 p.m. And I think they just updated the hours now to extend it to 6 p.m. So but it was like from 6:30 to 1 p.m. And the Taco Bell is closed. The local Wendy's were closed. I didn't go by. I think McDonald's was still open. McDonald's is such recession proof. Trying to make sure this is not too hot. And I think the regular hours of Chick-fil-A, I think Chick-fil-A was still in operation. Other than that, even the McAllister's was closing down. I got in at the last minute, I think around 8. And so, Melanie, congratulations. Great for you. Been off beef for 2 years. That's great. I don't argue with that with people. I just know beef takes 5 days to go through the digestive system. Most people say that Leviticus 11 in the Bible says not to eat any types of meats, but you have so many scenarios like the prodigal of the parable of the prodigal son, where the father says to go kill the most fatted cow. You know that royalty ate steak in the Bible, and it's celebratory, a celebration of his son returning home. And many times in the Bible where it's referenced that wine and meats and steaks and cows um, were acceptable foods. So I don't really get into that debate. I just tell people do what's best for your health and for you health wise. I allow people the freedom. I think sometimes, and I'm not saying this to you, Melanie, but sometimes people do things out of self righteousness. You want to say, I don't do this, I don't eat this. But I promise you that weakness that they have, they don't talk about that, right? I had a family member, for example, who has a high tolerance for profanity, right? She doesn't like people to use any profanity around her. She will correct that immediately. However, they have a lying problem. They lie, look you straight in the eyes, and will be lying to you, dishonest about the truth, but yet profanity offends them. But them lying to you is not offensive to them. So I tell people everyone has a rock in their shoe, so to speak, something that they're dealing with that they probably in the area that they want to improve in. As Paul says, a thorn in his flesh. So I don't get into that. I try not to, but I do think the absence of meat in the body, especially beef, for your digestive system, whether it's for a lifetime or just for a little while, is a great decision. It takes beef in particular about 5 days before it just clears your digestive system. That means it stays in there for that amount of time. That's not healthy. That is not healthy. Imagine if you just left beef out at room temperature for 5 days and then you cooked it and ate it. That's the scenario. So yeah, congratulations. I don't try to, I teach people my the biblical background of things, but I don't try to be judgmental or say this is what I do, I don't do. I'm very transparent and tell you what I am doing or what I'm transitioning into doing without being overly aggressive about. The Bible says specifically where I give you different scenarios of where the Bible says different things. So that's it for that. That's my spill on that. But I'm glad you're not a meat eater. And in the Bible, there says the herbs are provided for the healing of the nations. And anyone that can have um, even a vegan diet, which is totally different than plant based. Congratulations to that healthy lifestyle decisions, and continue to stick with that game plan. Let's talk about now. We talked about health. Let's talk about wealth. There's guess what? There's a lot of broke healthy people. There's a lot of broke healthy people, as well as a lot of broke, unhealthy people as well, right? A lot of broke, unhealthy people as well. So you all, again, continue to hit the thumbs up as more you all are coming in. I see the algorithm is building. This is the news on Cardano. The metaverse has arrived, right? I made this short video clip about little baby. I may show it to you. That he had a a bag full of cash. And he was like, I don't even use cash anymore. I might just give it away. He says, I'm usually in the metaverse and I'm in Bitcoin and Ethereum alike. And so this is why I was strongly encouraging people to hold on, to hodl to your cryptocurrency, because you have not seen where this cryptocurrency is about to go as we transition. And I say we, I mean all countries globally transitions out of the fiat dollar system into this digital system, this digital dollars, this Fed coin. And unfortunately, most people didn't get what I was saying, but they're going to learn this lesson in a sense in the hard way, because I've had people tell me, well, I had to flip cryptocurrency or trade it to pay my bills. That's very understandable. But I was urging people to get their cash flow up, right? Through my home-based business opportunity that offers you instant cash flow, because cash flow is taxed lower than income. Now people are going to see the pain of the IRS. And unfortunately, a lot of people are taking out payday loans or advancement loans in the amount of $6,000. And they're going to get even lesser back from the IRS because they are in a positions where they are cash flow negative and cash flow poor. So not only is cash flow tax lower than income, cash flow can be earned collaboratively, whereas income is earned solo. And so cash flow and even passive income is differently, right? Rich and wealthy people, they don't have jobs. They have assets and they hold their assets like Cardano, right? They do not have jobs and their money work for them. And so I was informing people, listen, I was telling them, convert your paycheck into passive income, convert your cash into commodities, and convert your credit into cash flow. That was good. That was good. I didn't say that again. Can I remember again? Because some things just come right off the dome. Let's see. Um, Convert your paycheck into passive income. Convert your cash into commodities. Or better, and convert your credit into cash flow, people. You have to position yourself for prosperity. I'm going to hit the like button at the bottom. You have to position yourself for prosperity. So now a lot of people sold their assets. And when you sell your assets, people, let me get some of this tea. You have just fired your employees. Let me say that again. Your money is supposed to be working for you. But when you sell your cryptocurrency, when you sell your assets, you have just fired your employees. You don't have your employees working for you anymore. This is what this is. And most people think that cash is going to physical cash system is going to stay here. It is not. It's going to be digitalized. So now the metaverse arrives on the Cardano blockchain. And, this is the projects. This is like Decentraland sandbox game, if you all know, on Ethereum. Ethereum is going to be big as well, right? Metaverse now and Cardano on the blockchain. So this is official today. It launched Cardano holders, as Bishop T.D. Jakes would say right here, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. So as the NFT is non-fungible token, explode on Cardano blockchain, the metaverse has officially arrived. In the form of Pavio project, which is somewhat similar to Decentraland if you all are also holding Decentraland. But it's built on a proof of stake, not proof of work, a proof of stake technology. So Cardano blockchain, right, came from this famous mathematician, and I don't want to butcher his name, but it's Gerolamo Cardano, I think. Gerolamo Cardano, I'm sorry, not Cardano, Cardano. And, this is an Italian birthplace. So it's on the Pavavo, more of Italian network. And as a part of this NFT on Cardano, right, this trading platform, now it has smart contracts connected with it. These smart contracts people will launch, and or it did launch. The pre-smart contract launched the summer of last year. So that means that this proof of work proof of stake has low transaction fees. It has speed. So you got low network fees, low transaction fees. And if you held your Cardano, you're going to be very happy with this move. And if you're able to hold it for the remaining of this year going into 2023, you're going to be even happier. So now that they is turning their attention, you also know Cardano has some work in Africa as well. But now this will have more utility for this. So it gives them, more flexibility. So this land, again, if you're familiar with Decentraland and the parcels, and you can buy land parcels and all of this, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not sure if Snoop Dogg, is Snoop Dogg in Decentraland? I'm not sure, but you got people that's paying $450,000 in this metaverse to be Snoop Dogg's neighbor, and um, I think it's Decentraland if I'm not mistaken. So this metaverse on the Cardano blockchain has over $100,000 of land parcels. And each of these are being minted, people, as unique NFTs, non-fungible tokens. So already this has sold about 60% of these land parcels from October, November of last year to now January of this year. That's like 4 months. 60% of these land parcels are already sold. So also they have a game currency that's going to be included, right? Um, this is going to be DeFi, decentralized, all on the decentralized exchanges. And I'm just telling you, this is a big move. This is about, I think this metaverse through Cardano has about $800 billion projected value people within 2 years by 2024. So you're going to have multiple blockchains in this, right? And again, 60% of the land parcels are already sold. Cardano holders, if you're a Cardano holder, you're holding. Thank you so much, my king. I'm calling you king because you got the 4111s. Thank you, Snoop. Oh, I didn't see that. I don't want to put him uh, ahead of you, Queen. I see you as well. They told me that Snoop is in Sandbox. Thank you so much. So I know you all are sent, or I'm just saying I'm not a financial advisor. Let me make that clear, and I'm not giving financial advice, but I know you all are probably definitely Sandbox and Decentraland holders. If you are a holder for Cardano, hashtag Cardano in the comments, right? Cardano. And I'm telling you, thank you so much, Moni Love. Moni Love, is that Moni in the middle? Where she at in the middle? Is that not it? That might not be it. And so this is why I was telling people to get their cash flow up, to have more than one source of income. One source of income is dangerous to your wealth, right? Just like some people will argue that eating meat is dangerous to your health, One source of income is dangerous to your wealth. Right? Thank you all for making a mind message connection. For my Cardano holders, be excited. Even Dogecoin, I did not put this in my caption as the subject topic, but Dogecoin, Elon Musk just tweeted yesterday, I think it was yesterday or either the 13th, either Wednesday or Thursday or Friday, that Tesla will accept Dogecoin for merchandise. For merchandise, however, I already broke down a video in which that's fine. You got Cardano, right? I already broke down a video that showed that Dogecoin will be accepted for a Tesla. It's already in the white paper as payment. Anthony says, "What about Shiba Inu? Or what about Sheep? What about Sheep?" Now, any of you all know that follow any cryptocurrency channel when you want um, the teacher or educator to talk on a certain crypto that's not in the subject, that's usually followed by a super chat. But I just did a video like 2 days ago on both Sheep, some big announcements for Sheep and Dogecoin. So you definitely want to check that out. Now, with that being said, let's look at this economy, right? That's right. Just put ADA in. Let's look at this economy as China is taking a big hit. And this is why this is important. Where China goes is where the United States will follow. If China economy is taking a big hit, then likewise is the United States, because the United States is not producing anything. Non producers of anything right now. Much of everything we get through the supply chain is through China, from agriculture, food products, vehicle. Actually, in 1971, when President Nixon removed the paper dollar from being backed by gold and off of the gold standard, then that move was made that the United States stopped being producers then. Because other countries, right, if the United States wanted to keep its world reserve currency status, and they will not give other countries back their gold that they were housing, then other countries, there had to be other agreements. And this is where we got petrodollar, and this is where other countries and their products, they became the producers for the United States way back then. And you're just now going to see the effects of the 1971 decision. It's a reason why they don't teach you the history of this in school. It was not meant for you to learn. Right? So again, if you want my daily pay, or you want to have daily pay, or you want to get paid daily, you want to position yourself for that in this recession, in this great reset, in this massive redistribution of wealth and massive redistribution of paper dollars all the way from the United States dollar, from the euro. No paper dollar will be circulated. More than likely, as China is already giving out their digital yuan at its Winter Olympics. And so as China is at risk, then so is United States. That's why you see empty new car lots. You don't see vehicles being produced. You see empty grocery stores, because China is risking a big hit to the economy and with its supply chains. And they are saying that, once again, this is due to another Omicron. They're still having their Winter Olympics, but they're saying they're facing issues. Everyone that's attended Winter Olympics had a digital one. But look at this in the background. If you all can see, that robot. Maybe I'll just play the video for you so you can see that. um, moving to robots, artificial intelligence. Robots don't call on sick. Robots don't catch the Rona. Robots don't need to stay at home for their children. And in essence, robots do not have issues. So a lot of people thinking that they're going to return to their jobs, they're not. Dollar Tree, you got people that's protesting Dollar Tree prices because they increased. They're not Dollar Tree anymore. They're a dollar and a quarter, and people want to protest that inflation move, right? Let me show you this real quick.
With less moderate to severe eczema, why hide your skin if you can help heal your skin from within? Dupixent helps keep you one step ahead of eczema.
Well, maybe not because that ad has to play, but I just really want you all to see the robots. I mean, some people need to go back and start watching movies like Terminator 2, even recent movies, I Robot with Will Smith. They foretell you what they're going to do before the moves are actually made. And like most people, like I was, you think that's just entertainment until you get to this era and this age where no, that was not entertainment. That was the elite forecasting and telling us what they're going to do. So as China has challenges, the soybeans, all of the food, everything that they provided for us is not here, and they're still stating that they have shipping ports delayed in California and Los Angeles right now. That ships and porting ships are just backed up. People are leaving California by the groves, that those that can't afford to, and now unfortunately a lot of people are going to be forced out of New York due to evictions that's coming up. And so with the New York evictions, what they're saying is that the first evictions that are going to be dealt with on Tuesday of this week are the people who were behind on their rent before COVID was introduced. So they're saying that's the first hand of business. People that were already behind, and then introducing COVID gave them an extension of almost 2020 and 2021 of not paying non-payment of rent. And you actually have people protesting for free housing and want non-payment of rent. How can the landlord survive, people? As you're going to see the effects of wiping out small businesses as well. See, the middle class, and you know what? In many places down south, Louisiana, Mississippi, and some parts of Alabama, not all parts of Alabama, um, and not all parts of Louisiana, like Baton Rouge and things, you can't live off of 50,000 annual gross income. But in most parts of Mississippi, maybe not the southern part of the Biloxi area, because there's just a mixture of cultures that come there because of their military presence, and that's not like true Mississippians, right? You have just a mixture because of the military bases that are there and their military Air Force program on the coast. So that's a different culture of Mississippi. But many places in the states in the South, people that have a gross, not a net means that they don't even bring this home, but a gross income of $50,000 consider themselves middle class. Whereas I have a family member in Texas whose gross income is $250,000. They consider themselves middle class. So now I just phrase it this way. You got the upper class and the middle class, right? Upper class is anyone that makes six figures. But if you look at the upper class, you got, let's say you got poor, working class, middle class, upper class, and rich and wealthy. Well, guess what, middle class? You're really not middle. You're not the you're between the middle of the poor, working class and the upper class. And that can be a person that makes 100K. So either middle class, you're progressing to get to that six-figure status. And I'm not talking about combined income in a household. I'm talking about a husband and wife, that's six-figure status, not two married people that's bringing in 100K, because that means two people have double bills and responsibility and groceries, etc. to make. So your cost of living, even though you're married, maybe two car notes, right? Um, More groceries, more utilities being operated, more, clothes got to be washed, etc., etc. That means 50K and 100K joint is not enough for two people. It's just not. It's definitely not enough for one person to be at 50K. Not with the price of inflation. Not with the United States seeing the highest inflation rate in over 40 years. So if you don't have a mindset to do something, as Michael Jackson would say right here, you got to be starting something, right? It's too high to get over, it's too low to get under. Well, guess what? Middle class, either you're going to be the poor working class, which you probably already are if you're 50K. Let's just be honest. If you're 50K, you're poor working class. You're not middle class. Let's be realistic about our financial literacy. Because until you come to the realization about where you are financially, you won't have a mindset to change. You won't have a mindset to change. You can't tell me that 50K gross is enough with these rising prices right now. You can't tell me you're not living paycheck to paycheck. You can't tell me you don't need instant payday to increase your paycheck, which is why I have the cell phone number to text cash flow to teach you about the cash flow coaching program that I'm affiliated with, that I do. You can't convince me. So as there's little merchandise that's available that needs to be shipped, now you have truck drivers whose hours and wage is going to be lowered as well. Depends on what they're shipping and hauling, right? Now you have winter storms coming, and you still have employees like JP Morgan. I think was it JP Morgan or Citigroup that's saying they're still going to evict people, not evict, but they're still going to fire people who have not taken the jab, right? Um, but they're just not just firing you because of the jab. They just like they're changing to a new system, a new way, where you're not going to see a lot of commercial real estate that's going to be operable. If you walk in your large malls in your nearest city or in your city, it's almost like a ghost town in the malls now. The only thing that kept malls alive was the Christmas season. So now your big commercial malls, real estate, is a ghost town. And Citigroup recently announced that its employee must provide the proof of the jab by yesterday. And those who don't will be put on unpaid leave and terminated by the end of the month, January 31st. Now, I don't know if the Supreme Court's ruling will stop that, right? And so people are in positions where they have to choose in their mind whether you think that the jab is safe or unsafe. I have my own opinion about it. But people feel like they have been put in a position where they have to choose between their health and their money and their income and their paycheck. So, you know, you got healthcare workers who are saying they have staffing shortages as well. The city of Memphis, for example, has about 450 to 500 employees out. They're saying with the C-19, you have college students who are boycotting, saying that their schools are unsafe, even high, just public schools, saying it's unsafe to attend the schools under these rules and mandates. And let me tell you something: schools, education systems have never ever been impacted by a recession until this year. The educational system and all of history, recession wise, has been able to thrive and continue its going until 2022. And this is how serious this is. So if you're not looking for other ways and sources to make money, I really don't know what you're waiting for. You cannot understand the seriousness of this and the severeness of it. Right? Give me 1 second. And so with that being said, I had to return a text. Um, I'm going to show you about little baby in the metaverse. Let me see if I can pull this up. I don't know if I can enlarge it. It's probably as large as it'll get. But this is just, a little clip. Cardano's going to the metaverse, right? That was approved today. And as you all said, Sandbox, Decentraland, other big metaverse projects. But let me allow you all to listen in on this.
What do you want to say? Do you live in the real world? Metaverse. Okay. I stay in the metaverse, so now this cash, these book bags of cash I got, I'm gonna get rid of all that shit just over with. I don't got no more cash.
Oh my God. Clearly you.
There was another joke. He said, metaverse. I live mostly in the metaverse. This bag of cash I'm giving away to Ethereum, Bitcoin. Anthony says Amazon is buying up abandoned malls to change them into warehouses. Yep, that makes sense. Amazon also purchased large amounts of cheap land in Mississippi for warehouses. Amazon, Jeff Bezos, just trillionaire status, from billionaires to trillionaires, taking over, putting out the small businesses, city groups, the Bank of America, the JP Morgan banks are closing down more branches because they're going to hire less people, and everything will be more artificial intelligence and electronically and more advanced technology. And you have some people that's not ready for this shift, but the shift is here. It's not coming, people. It is here. And if you, right, do not see changes where you live or at your grocery store, then you should be thankful. As you got weather conditions coming up, they're talking about winter storms this weekend, tsunamis, conditions, I think, on the West Coast. And, whether you believe in HARP and their ability to manipulate weather or not, the weather conditions are not, it's going to affect all of this, right? And then now you have some parents who saying, I'm so accustomed to getting paid that child tax credit on the 15th. And now their income tax is going to be delayed unless they take out an advanced tax credit, right? And yeah, she said all systems, as we know, have been majorly impacted. That's true. Yeah. Amazon again bought a lot of land in Mississippi for warehouses as well. People will be working there. A lot of people say that Amazon work conditions are very harsh. But Elon Musk and Tesla is not trying to dominate through electronic vehicles. Elon Musk is dominating through technology and having a business that's going to make Dogecoin the coin that he wants it to become. Many people don't know that Elon Musk built PayPal and he negotiated for eBay, who was taking check payments at the time, slow payments, to put PayPal on eBay. So that was a digital electronic system. And he is the wizard behind the curtain, like in the Wizard of Oz, right? That's um, also the mastermind, per se, behind Dogecoin. Patrice Prayer, thank you so much. Oh, Patrice, I'm glad you did that. I almost forgot. I was about to log off. I want to tell you all that I got this check. I'm going to hide the bottom of it because it has my name and address. Just unexpected. I really was about to disburse it until I saw, make sure this covered up. Until I saw the blue, stuff going around. And it's exactly for 1111. And $111, and it was exactly January the 10th. But I just opened it today because I really didn't pay much attention to it. And I opened it, and this is why it's a big deal, right? I know it's $111, right? It's not $1,111 check. But this is why this is a big deal. Because I tell people all the time, people come on my live stream sometimes and say, I see numbers. I see these numbers all the time. I see them at the gas pump. I see it when I play the lottery. They won't say that, but they do. They play the lottery and they don't win or scratch off. They don't win in most cases, or they don't win as much as they have put out over the long term, or they see it on a receipt. And I ask them this question all the time. Do you manifest those numbers that you're seeing? That's a difference. Like that number in the backdrop, it comes to me in forms of money back to me because of what I give out and the understanding of the spiritual world and spirituality versus religion. And a lot of people, and I try to tell them, those numbers don't manifest back to you that you're seeing because you don't give. It does not work if you're not a giver. And people, you still want to just linger on and say, I see numbers, and you never give those numbers so those numbers can come back in abundance back to you. You never give. And Patrice sent me an email where the exact numbers, either it's November the 11th, I think it was 11/11. I don't know if it was November 10th, 11 or 12, if I can remember the email correctly, because I do get a lot of emails of testimonies that these numbers begin to manifest, and people's numbers don't manifest. Listen, people, I'm going to say this. You don't need a crystal ball to predict your future. A crystal ball is just something that you can see through to see. You don't need a crystal ball to predict your future. You don't even need a prophet or a prophetess. Let me tell you, a prophet or a prophetess in a church religion can tell you you're going to be a rich person. But if you don't invest, if you don't understand government laws, if you don't understand taxes, if you don't understand financial literacy, assets over liabilities, credit, you don't understand the language, trust, you may be rich for a little while, but you won't be rich for a long time. People, you cannot sit back, twiddle your thumbs, and say passive affirmations. I'm sorry, powerful affirmations without taking passive actions. Let me say it again because I got a little twisted. You cannot continue to say powerful affirmations and take passive actions, meaning faith without works are dead. You can say all you want to. I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be multimillionaire. I'm gonna be a decamillionaire. My God shall supply all of my needs. You never give. You never learn. You never take action. You never change with the changing times, with the changing economy. You always think the devil is this mystical spirit being that hovers in the earth and has horns. Listen, that horns just represents a division of thoughts, an opposing or opposition of forces that happen in life, right? I was doing something, I was picking up trash and I fell and I hurt my knees and I went to the ER and the doctor that did the x-rays on me, she said it jokingly. She said, no good deed goes unpunished. And I started laughing. I said, I guess that's true. So I was just trying to pick up trash and clean. It wasn't even my job, but I was doing it and I fell and hurt myself, right? She said, no good deed goes unpunished. There's always the yin and the yang of life, the opposing force, right? What's the difference, for example, between the red and the blue of the government and the red and the blue gangs that's on the streets, corners, the Bloods and the Crips? One is in political suits and ties and they make promises, they overpromise and underdeliver, and they still have people thinking that they voted them in when they didn't. But I won't even get into that. And they still have people, just like in the biblical times, that kept asking the infinite spirit for a king. They wanted a king. We need a king. We need a ruler. And God kept telling them, this is not what you want. The Israelites kept begging, we need a king. Most people keep saying, we need a new president. We need a new governor. We need to vote a new mayor. No, you need to understand how the spirit world works. And the spirit world works from the inside out, not the outside in. Thank you, Shannon Moss, for the 1111. True Seeker, thank you so much, huh? Thank you. Also on YouTube for the 1111 super chat. The spirit world works from the inside out, the internal. And just like on The Matrix, when Neo goes to visit the article and he asks the article, am I the one? And she tells Neo, no, you're not the one. And she told him that because he did not believe he was the one. And if you don't believe you're not the one, you're not the one. If you don't believe Psalms 84:6, that you are God's, and that greater is he that is within you, that he that is in this world, and that the spirit realm works the inside out within you, the Bible says, out of your belly shall flow rivers of living waters. If you don't believe you have that flow in you, but you're looking for an external force, you're looking for a rapture or a savior to come through the heavens and the skies or the clouds to save you, then you're not the one. Because you don't understand you're the one. You don't believe that the infinite spirit is within you. And so as Neo exited out, the oracle told him to look up. And the words that were hanging above the threshold says, know thyself. You don't know yourself. You don't know the infinite spirit dwells within you. You don't know how to manifest. And I got another message. You don't take massive action. And for people, I'm not trying to bust your bubble. Listen, people thought in 2012 a rapture was coming. People thought during the 1933 Great Depression it was so bad. They said Jesus got to be coming back. This has got to be the end times. This has got to be the rapture. But guess what? You have to work it. And we are spirit beings in an earthly world or earthly realm. And if you don't learn the rules of the government, who is the opposing evil force, if you're always looking in external things, it must be said. You know, I had people with bad credit that told me the devil was working. I said, well, you might want to look in the mirror because the devil did not go and max out the credit cards. The devil did not go and finance this vehicle at 10, 11, and 12%. You did that. So when you say the devil is busy, you, as Michael Jackson would say again, need to look at the man or woman in the mirror, because that is the devil. Your mindset, that opposing mindset that does not want to obtain knowledge of the system of the world that we're living in, you want to bail out, right? You want to bail out. Jesus didn't even give the man at the pool of Bethesda a bailout that had been there ill and sick for years. He said, you have to take action. So you take up your bed and walk. He didn't lay hands on him and instantaneously got healed. The woman at the issue of blood for 12 years, she had to press to find her answer. She had to go through opposing forces. It was a crowd of people. She had to make a change. As Michael Jackson would say again, I'm on my Michael Jackson tonight. And you have to learn these government laws because that's the devil in disguise. And they're setting up people without financial education, without tax shelters, without other sources of income, and without financial knowledge. And they're going to find a way, even with people that convert their crypto back into cash, you're going to get these 1099s in the mail, and that's taxable income. And you don't have tax shelters. One more thing. Let me see. Can I find it? If I can't find it, then we're wrapping up. But Cardano holders, people that's in my business partners, people that's in the cash flow coaching program, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. I can't say that enough. Be so happy that you held, that you was in a position to held, that you was not in a desperate position where you had to convert your crypto back into cash, because we have not even seen the brink, that the beginning stages of how high cryptocurrency is going to go. This is just the beginning, right? 15 seconds. Patrice, I didn't text you back. Give me a second. Patrice, give me the first 3 digits of your number. Not the entire number, but just the first 3 digits. Now I write it down and make sure I reply when I get off this live stream. But listen to this. Tax shelters should be something that you should definitely embrace. This is like 15-second clip off my TikTok, right? So it's going to go fast. So listen up.
What your mindset is, because see, our whole platform really is to educate the youth, man.
Financial literacy. Get your credit right. Clean your credit up. From me to y'all, clean your credit up.
That mean everything.
That mean everything. Stop putting everything.
Number one, he said clean your credit up, which the home-based business do. And
Good.
then the additional part of that clip, he said that people will convince you to get $1 million, but they won't tell you how to keep it. He says you keep $1 million by cycling money in cash and not stacking it. So he says cycling means when your money is making money, when you're earning interest, when you have it working for you, your money is supposed to work for you again. You're not supposed to work for money, right? Um, and people work for money. That's it. Red Star, I'm about to log off, and I promise you. Okay, Patrice, I got you. I do thank you for the $5 super chat, but I did so many videos about 11/11, and I'm it's late Saturday night. I'm not. I don't mean any harm, but I wouldn't break that down for $5. I do appreciate the super chat, but I'm tired. I don't have any thoughts on it. You have to get me in a point where I feel like talking about numbers and numerology. This I didn't even put. Don't say I took your $5 super chat because I didn't have it. When I talk on 11/11, now okay, I'll do this. Let me see, can I find it in my video? Since you gave $5, I want to give you something. Um, but I did make a video, I think, on 11/11. Let me see, can I find it in my video? Because it's late Saturday night. I don't feel like breaking those numbers down. And I don't do it for $5. So I don't even know if I can find it. I have done videos breaking it down, but 11/11 just means I often use Genesis 1:11. May the Lord thy God increase you 1,000 times more and bless you as he did his ancestors. And it's twofold. It means wealth and prosperity. It also means a warning sign. It can mean poverty and destruction. So here we go. Understanding. This is the video. I put the link in there for you. The numbers 55 and 11. You can watch that. But it's late at night. I don't want to break down those numbers. That takes a whole lot of energy level out of me, and I have to be in that spiritual mindset and zone to do that. But again, thank you for the $5 super chat. But again, like I told people about this unexpected check, the check could have been any number. And the date showed the double 222, the 110, and the 1111. I often tell people the very first thing you should do when you see numbers is give it to a spiritual mentor, right? That's and give the numbers that you see. Don't shortchange the numbers. Like if you were seeing the number 5, then now I'm not playing Nino Brown. I'm getting my rest, right? I'm getting my rest. I'm not playing Nino Brown. I'm not playing it. I'm about to log off. It's been an hour live stream. I do see 333 up. I have to be in that mindset, and I'm not. So I don't do anything that'll drain me spiritually when I'm not in that spiritual zone. So I'm not gonna do that. It may turn into I can't get all my patterns downloaded to me like I want to. But hey, if I rest a couple of days, that takes a lot of spiritual energy. Then I'll break down those numbers again. I'm going to log off, people. But listen, how big can you think? How big can you think? Magnify your mind, right? Magnify your mind. Manifest with your mouth. The power of life and death is in your tongue. People always multiply your money according to Matthew 25 and Ecclesiastes 11. Read Ecclesiastes 11 too. If you see 11:11 a lot, read that. Always multiply your money. When you multiply your money, you enter into the joy of the Lord. And according to Deuteronomy 1:11, you should be blessed 1,000 times more. So always multiply your money and maximize your mission in life, people. Be blessed to be a blessing. Help those who cannot help themselves, right? You cannot help the poor if you are one of them. Deuteronomy 28:11 says great prosperity. The Bible also says that, beloved, I wish above all things, not only that you prosper in me in health, but even as your soul prosper, and that our infinite God, infinite spirit, right, desire is to make us rich and add no sorrow with it. So for everybody that gave you a cash app and super chat, I pray that returns to you. No, I affirm and I proclaim that will return to you by divine right and increments according to Deuteronomy 1:11 of 1,000 times more. Hey, Queen out. You all be safe, be blessed out there. Get your money up, get your mind up, and make the chess move that you need to make as we transition into the greatest wealth transfer that this generation has ever experienced. You all have a great night.